right? So this is my 1NZ. Lord.
Spy cars, I always modify them.
Yeah.
I can't drive a stock car. It just feel slow to me.
I mean, Team Mark X versus Team BMW, understand? Usually the Mark X1 and I really want to say much.
Oh, go on and keep shine.
Lifestyle.
What's going on, bro?
Panda.
Like when you just reach, we're going to run into the next scene now. You ready?
Yeah, man.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm for a killer here.
Searching for the cones this morning, we couldn't, you know, so we just decided to, yo, we have to just use the car them.
Phone them in us to the phone them there.
Hello, good afternoon. This is Kota Hype, otherwise known as Skvnk from Old Alwyn Chambers.
My name is Maurice Whittingham, otherwise they call me World Boss.
How old are you, Alan? 7. GTR as well. I'm a GTR fan. Drop some flames in the comments after seeing this video.
aka Lyndon Bardwell. Driver owner for the fastest V series Honda all-wheel drive this side of the Caribbean.
Skunk lifestyle, what's going on? Yo, good morning to everybody out there. This is the morning time for me, so you don't know, manners and respect. So yo peeps, today's episode is gonna be the beginning of I'd say maybe like a 7 to 8 part series. I'm actually leaving out now. I got up from like 5:30 a.m. I decided that this weekend will be the weekend that I'm taking on the west side. I have couple people that I've called already that I've lined up. Maybe we might get some random vlogs in this episode as well, so who knows. I'll be heading to Trelawny first, then I'll be going to Mobe, and then I'll be finishing it off in Negril and possibly Sav. You see me? So peeps, you don't know, we're out there, we're doing it. I'm not making this long. This is just an intro to get the videos going. I don't know, I'm kind of tired right now, but anyways peeps, I hope you like it. Continue to support the channel by liking, sharing and subscribing, and yo, let's get to the 50k mark. Zine out. Hey, let's see what going on, fams. So I'm gonna give them the road here now. Little car keep up for catch them, you see me? Man, that's what you call Jamaican supercar link up. Alright, lifestyle. So right now it's 8:15 and actually heading to the location, the first location, to grab this first interview. This will be a very interesting story of how this fellow pretty much started off his journey in the motorsports world, and it's gonna be a very inspiring story. So we're almost to his garage and we're gonna hear his story, isn't me? How long you say we work on it now?
About 2 years.
You say it's in what?
Passion project. Yes.
And you're proud to see how it reached out it?
Yes, of course. Yeah. Of course. Out here every day from 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight.
Lifestyle. We're just reaching a first stop for the day. And when I tell you, this bill, I actually saw it online. A friend of mine sent it to me and said, yo Nick, look on a carrier. And when I looked on it, I was inspired by it because I think Brian or Alwyn is about 22. Yeah man, he's 22 years old and he never go with the conventional cars like everybody else, meaning him go with what he could afford. And that's what this program is all about, to showcase different levels of motorsports. You guys just saw the supercars on the highway a while ago, and now you're seeing how people can take a project from nothing to something. And I want us to try to help him as best as possible to see if we can help him to finish up this project, because trust me, that's what this is all about, the passion for motorsports. So we're going to see him bringing it around now and giving us his take on where it all started from. You see me? Yeah, Alwyn.
Yeah, man.
Why introduce yourself to the people, let me know.
Yeah, man. So you know me as that drifter originally, but I am Alwyn Chambers behind the scenes, right? So this is my 1NZ LADA, 2105 LADA, hand built by me, right? Fully turbocharged and everything. Right now we're on low boost at the moment.
Yeah.
But it's fully drivable and fully set. It's a fully set car. Not fully completed, but it's okay enough to give a little spin. Yeah.
What got you inspired to do this?
Actually, you know that it was always one of my friends introduced me to Ken Block early in about 2015 when I was in grade 11. It was the first time I saw drifting, and it was very cool. I didn't know that drifting was in Jamaica, right? So one day I was at a show in Greenwood. They was keeping like a street racing thing, and a friend of mine was telling me that there was an RX-7 there, but I've never seen an RX-7 in Jamaica. So I said, yeah, I would really like to see that. Like about 5 minutes after that, we heard the car come in, and he was just spinning all about the road and left to right, and it was awesome, very energetic and everything. I was inspired from that day, and I told my friend there that I would build a drift car just because of that RX-7. And from there, at the time, I wasn't going too hard or anything. I didn't start my mechanic career there. About 6 months to 7 months later, I went ahead and went to heart. I continued from there. I worked, I studied, I learned, and this is where it's at right now. All of this is
built from passion.
Built from passion, let's say that. Built from passion. It's just passion. It's just a love of being a mechanic.
Yeah.
That's where it's here.
Alright, so the first time I actually talked to you on the phone,
yes,
you know, I asked you, you know, how you got started and all of that, and you gave me the story and whatever.
Yes.
Explain to the people them how you find the money to build that carrier.
Alright. So the backstory with this car, actually, the LADA wasn't the car that I wanted.
Right.
But due to funds, I had to revert down to the ladder because at first I always liked the BMWs, right?
Right.
And I always wanted a 320i or a 325i, right? But
Like a E30.
E36, E46, I always like the E36 better,
Yeah.
right? So I always went out to those, but the cost was high. At the time when about 2015, they were like 500,000. As a young mechanic who just started working at 20 years old, it was kind of expensive. So the story with the Lada is actually a neighbor beside me, he had a Lada first, a 2106 Lada with the two headlights,
Right.
two lights on both sides. So I went to him and asked him if he could sell me his, but his was rotten down to nothing, dust. So he said that it wouldn't be cost effective to sell me that. So he tell me about a place in Montego Bay where he think has Lada.
Yeah.
Lada parts and so maybe they can source a Lada or something like that. So when I went there, this guy named Boise in the Montego Bay market, someone tell me that he has a Lada and he's driving. So I was like, really? I never saw a Lada before, you know. So I'm saying, all right, let me go check it out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go down there and check it out, and the car wasn't driving at first because it had carburetor issues.
Yeah.
So it couldn't start the same day that I went, but I looked through, there was a madman living inside that because
This one?
In this one, man. Madman, rat, everything.
Yeah.
Because it's like he abandoned the car. The car was like in a garbage heap.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like he abandoned the car completely. And a guy was living in it. Even when I didn't see him, you know. So when I came like this and opened the door, I was frightened. So I pulled back and I see the guy like vexed because he must say, wake him up.
Yeah, you take him out of bed.
Yeah, so I say, yo, nah man, I say sorry about that. And he brother for the car come and say, nah man, I look him and look and he look like he don't want it to buy, and he come out and when I grumble and thing.
Yeah.
Because I run him out of the house. So,
Right.
so from there, me and the brother talk about it. Me and him talk about it and we go through it, and from there I was working, but when I leave work in the evening I would come check out the brakes because there was no brakes on the car and the line eroded completely. There was no brakes. If you go there and twist the line so it broke. Because it's an old ladder.
Yeah.
So you would expect that. So I went home and get brake lines. I bought brake lines and I finished the braking system. I went to the carb and I built over the carb. I think it was about the 28th of July. I bring home the car and it shut down about halfway through the journey. And after left it there overnight, I came back the next morning and we pulled it home.
Yeah.
And from there, 2018, I started the build from there. Originally, the 1NZ was not the first engine.
Right.
The 1NZ was not the plan at all.
So this is an Axio, what you say, it's an Axio
It's
engine.
an
Is
Axio engine. It comes in the Yaris.
Clay,
the
you'd I love
Axio,
this, you know, Clay.
The Fielder.
Yeah.
This was not the original engine at first. Originally I wanted to do a 4E FTE because the Starlet, the turbo Starlet has a lot to do with why I'm a mechanic today.
Okay.
Right? The first car that I ever loved
Right.
in my entire life was a Starlet. A turbo Starlet. One of my friends named Kyle Martin. Big up yourself, Kyle.
Kyle from St. Ann?
Yeah man, I'm
Yeah,
bridging
man.
man. Me in high school.
Yeah, man, big
I'm
up
bridging.
Kyle, man.
Yeah man. So he was the first person who I knew had a turbo Starlet.
Yeah.
And I always see him bring it to Falmouth and race.
Yeah, man,
and
I
it
remember
was all
Kyle,
of
you
that.
know
Yeah, the green
little car,
Starlet.
man. Yeah, man, he didn't even bring it to one of my shows one
Yeah,
time, too.
the Green Goblin. He had it from win grade 8 in high school. So he really inspired me to love cars because I didn't love cars. I always loved planes.
Yeah.
Yeah? So he inspired me to love cars. And from there, I always wanted to put a 4 FTE in the car.
Yeah.
But the day when I went to buy the 4 FTE, the guy stood me up.
Okay.
I went to Falmouth and everything. I waited
So you
about
really
3
have a little
hours.
story behind this,
Yes,
man.
man, it's a very interesting story. I went to Falmouth and I stayed, and I have the video where I bought the engine in Falmouth because I have to lift up the engine in Falmouth, you know.
Yeah.
A friend, my cousin, and I carried the engine through Falmouth in her hands to the taxi stand because we didn't have a car at the time, so we bring it in the taxi to bring it home. Right? So it was actually a 4 FTE. And we didn't get the engine because the engine that I went for, it was already, he added a turbo, he added management and everything, and the guy was giving me for a good price. But it's like he changes, man. Up to this day, he didn't answer my call again. He just tell me that he's coming and he never answered back.
Oh, yes,
so about, I think in the night, about 9 o'clock, I was on Facebook and I saw a guy saying that he has a crash Axio with the entire back end of the Axio destroyed, like in an accident.
Right.
So he's saying that he's getting rid of the engine. So I'm like, what's the price? And he said the same amount that I have.
Yeah.
So I said, I say, no man, this can't real. So me link him and I say, so what the best price I can do? He say, alright. He can take off 10,000 off and I say, alright, that good. So he say, when you want it, I say, morning. So I say, you can deal with that tomorrow. He say, you know, try. Because Kingston he live, you know.
Yeah.
So he say, you don't know if I can reach a Kingston. So I say, no, you know, so I don't have a drive for myself. So he say, alright, give me $5,000 for pay my gas and I bring it to you.
Yeah.
So I go work. I never expect him would actually do it. So I go work about 12 o'clock he call me and say, yo, I'm up on the toll I come. So I say, really? He say, yeah man, I'm up on the toll. By the time I shuffle up and thing and start ready for leave work, he tell me saying, they're Falmouth.
Yeah.
So I say, God knows. So I just leave work, same time I tell the boss, I say, yo, I have to go here right now, something important.
Yeah.
I tell him, if he meet me at the police station, we did the transaction successfully, I bought the engine. Same time I saw my cousin in Falmouth. And I just say, yo, you know, so I just buy an engine.
Yeah.
I say, I need some help to carry from down at the police station. And he come and look at him and say, yo, you know, think it too, we can lift up this, look heavy, you know.
Yeah.
So I could try, man.
Yeah. You have to make it work.
Yeah, so I could try. We two are lift him, hold the back, hold the front. And the two are we just swing it, stop. About an hour I take if we reach the bus stop. But we swing it, stop till we reach the bus stop. And when we reach the bus stop, we're there for a little while, like about an hour. Every taxi man come and say they can't carry it because it's heavy.
Yeah.
And mash up the strut. I like a leak out and we did it till we just say, alright, we get a right taxi and we just reach home with it. And from there, we push with the car till it's right here.
Yo,
right?
proud of
Everything
you.
is unbuilt. Even the push rod suspension,
Yeah.
everything was done.
Let me see inside of it.
The push rod suspension was built from scratch. Engineering. It's the first in Jamaica. No one has ever done a push rod suspension before.
Box cover.
And it's still working. I can show you. Just look at the action.
Yeah.
Push rod
Man.
suspension. It's from
Yo.
the F1 cars.
So you designed this off
I
of the
designed this.
F1 car?
F1 car. I saw a documentary. I was watching a documentary and they was explaining how the F1 car went about 200 miles per hour around corners.
Yeah.
And it just balanced. And when I look at the front suspension, it was the same thing. And I said, yo, this would be nice in a drift car.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and I do my little research. I watch videos on YouTube, everything, right? And this is where it's at.
Bro,
Full
you know,
full
sir, big
suspension
man
wise.
level, man, tell you this straight up.
Yeah.
Inspiration, you know.
Thing,
So
it
you
was-
do everything on the car?
Everything was built by me. No one has ever touched the car. I did everything, even the electrical work. The engine, I wired the engine all by myself. First time you can look at the wiring.
Is that
the
a
gauge.
hydraulic brake that you have
Yes,
there?
man, and I built the hydraulic brake
Let
from
me see,
scratch.
open it up, let me see. So you build this hydraulic brake
Yes,
system,
man,
bro?
it was built from scratch, man. Everything was welded by me.
Yo, I'm proud of you, you know.
Fully built.
So I want you to tell me what's your main aim for it in terms of what's your ultimate goal for it?
Right now, the ultimate goal would be a fully drift car.
Yeah.
Fully entertainment wise, to go to like drift shows, dexterity event, because I have always been to almost every dexterity drift events in Jamaica.
Right.
Right? I've been to almost every one of them. Once they're in my range, like Montego Bay, Mandeville or so, I will try to make the extra effort to be there. So my dream and my passion is to be there with the LADA and to compete with someone at a drift event. That is the main goal for the LADA right now. Once that is done, I will feel completed, like I've completed my dream. Because that is one of the main things right now. Apart from that, I would try to enter into drag racing because I do like drag racing a bit, you know. And I've never seen a LADA except Burner. Burner had a LADA before with 16, but I've never seen a 1-inch LADA
Right.
enter a drag racing. So I would try that as well. I would build another one for drag racing, but this is solely for drifting. Nothing else but drifting.
Yo,
But I
we're
would
gonna
enter.
try, honestly, right now with this program,
Yes.
we're gonna try to get some people for sponsor if I try to finish this car, you know.
Yeah, man.
Even to carry some way further than where you
Yes,
are
a little
now.
bit further. Yeah, of course.
What you tell young, you know, people your age group and even people older that want to get into it and don't have the courage or the
Yeah.
funding to do it. I mean, it's taking you 2 years now. What you tell them?
All right, what I would advise is to always keep pushing. Even though it may look cloudy, just keep pushing because many times it came to me to give up. But as I found out and I've learned, this car is a life lesson. What I've learned is that you should always keep pushing because there's something always out there. Something is always, you're not sure about tomorrow. Tomorrow always brings something new.
Yeah.
Right? Because many times I plan to give up. And then tomorrow, I just make enough money to put on something to get me excited again.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
push,
yeah.
right? I'm telling you, bro, it's just
What your parents
awesome.
feel about the car? Them see I work on it every day. Them what them think?
Yes, man, they always telling me to push more, push
Yeah.
more, push. And then the first time when we started it, even in my vlog, my grandma with the engine lift, I built my own engine lift
Yeah.
and everything. And at the start, I wanted someone to help me to turn it because even though it's not like a fully automated engine lift, it still need manual help.
Right.
So my grandma and my sister was there as well to help steer it.
Sister there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Sister go give her the story and when him just get the car, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And they helped me steer it while I set up the engine in the car. So they was very helpful and they always want to push to see it because they're telling me that it's amazing.
Grandma,
Yes.
how you feel about your grandson right now?
Elated. Really elated because when he started this thing all, he had plans to go to England and I was more elated about the England plan. He was to go to school up there. And then he forget all about that and take on this and his mother was mad. But then I look at it and I said, this boy have something in him, make we see what I have. And you know, I give up and anywhere he need the help, even weak I am,
Yeah.
I come out and help him push and help him that. But the day when he drive it off,
Yeah, go ahead.
the day when him drive it off, that day was a new day in my life. And I said to myself, something else is in this boy. So me I sit down and watch him. I say, God spare me. That me see what is coming out of this. Yesterday when he made the drive on the road and come back and spin the car, I was so afraid but so surprised.
Yeah.
You know, because I've never seen a car turn around like that.
Yeah.
So I was so afraid. But then when he make it and come up, me say, boy, you're up there.
Well, Grandma,
Yes.
I can tell you, a boy onto something good.
Yes, really,
Trust
really.
me.
And the good thing is that God has spared me to see it.
Definitely.
Yes, I am here to see
And one
it.
thing I know about this life is, you not always have to be the richest, you know. But
No, no,
You see, once you're passionate about something and you can get it going, that's the best thing.
that's it, that's it, that's it.
Trust me.
You know, that's it.
So we're going to catch up again, though, you know, Grandma.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
And you
It's
keep
good
safe,
to know
you know.
that you take the time out to come.
Yeah, man, my hand to come, man.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Yes, yes, sir. God bless you.
And guess what? The LADA is very inspiring to Jamaicans because the LADA was the grown
Yes.
of Jamaicans.
Yes, it's
Everybody
true.
who see the LADA tell me it was the first time, it's the first car that they drive. They remember when they started. They remember how hard the clutch was, how the clutch made their foot hurt them. One of the stories people give about LADA.
Yeah.
So it's very inspiring. Everybody who see the LADA get a nostalgic feeling. They always get a smile on their face when they see the LADA. Somebody said their father did have it, somebody uncle did have it. So it's something that is tied in the Jamaican society. So I'm proud to have one and restore the one so you can put a smile on somebody's face. Just like how I'm happy,
Yeah.
they can feel happy as well by
You know-
just seeing
You know
one.
what I must come in here on? You articulate yourself very well.
Yes.
You look like you really did take school serious.
Yes, man, of course.
You know, and from my team to you, trust me,
Yes.
I'm telling you, I'm proud of you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going to try my best to even get some sponsors to even come on board to help you with this
Yeah,
project.
man,
to
sure,
finish
of
it, 'cause
course. That's great.
This is not just about you finishing the project.
Yes.
This is how you're inspiring other people
Inspiring,
out
of course. And that's one of my main goals, to inspire. Help the young youth to push.
there.
Because the car world is a very interesting and nice. To see you build something and to have it drive and drift and all of that, it gives you a different type of enjoyment.
So I'm sure we're going to catch
Different.
up back with you again, you know.
Of course, man.
Because the journey don't end here.
It's
This
not
is just
the-
the beginning.
Just the beginning.
But I want to talk to sister because I want her to tell me, come see a lot over there, so people.
Yeah.
Sister, what's your name?
Shelly.
Shelly. Shelly. Tell me about a quick breakdown. We don't want to go too long, but
No.
tell me how it started when you see him bring home the car.
Okay. So he was always fixing that one.
Yeah.
And then one day, I don't know what he wanted, but he got someone with the opportunity. They say they have this one to give him. And so he went to the person, I think at Lilliput, and the person say, yes man, come for it. And in the night,
Yeah.
he went for it. And he came back in the morning with it. When I hear the car coming down the corner, I come out and I say, what you do with this old car now? 2 old car in a yard.
Yeah.
And him say, no man. He take joke and say, me I go fix up it too. And I said, Brian, you can't do 2 at one time. And couple days down the line, him say, no man, me I go take off some off of this, and he helped me to fix that one. And see it here, the trunk, the doors,
Yeah.
the bonnet,
Yeah.
all light come off. And what you see there, that's what he used it to do. He put it on there, well it on, and it connected to the car now. Now it fully open. You see the doors, them are open,
Yeah.
trunk can open, bonnet open, everything, and him do it.
You know, me I gonna say this to you or ask you this question. You know, being a part of, being his sister, what have you learned from him?
I've just learned that anything you want in life, even though you might not have the money or you know see where it come from, push for it.
Yeah.
God will make a way.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I've learned that from him.
Trust me, that story, bro, may I tell you, that story, it mean a lot to me.
A lot.
And it made me
course.
appreciate even my things or my achievements that I have in life.
Yes.
Because may I tell you, bro, sometimes you take things for granted and you don't realize how
Different.
me
it
might
is.
look on it and say, boy, would I want this car for myself or that car?
Yes.
But then when you really check it out, a man out there don't even have a car.
Don't have
And
one,
what I want
true.
to say to you is be grateful that you have a car.
Yes.
That you are going to fix up now, because enough man would take pride and don't set up a ladder, you know. Me wrong or me
true.
right?
That's true that. That's true. Because yeah, it has a stigma around it. Yes, LADA has a stigma.
But you are going to put ladder up on the map you know in
Put
Jamaica.
it on the map.
You
First
see me?
LADA to enter drifting.
Yeah.
Or so. I'm not sure, but I've never seen a video with a LADA drifting. So I will try to make it the first if it's possible. Yeah man, of course.
Well, we're going to catch up back with you again, you know.
Yeah man.
Why you just close out the program and tell me what you feel and all of that good stuff.
Yeah man, so I'm grateful man for the feature and everything. You don't know it's Skvnk lifestyle.
Yeah.
So big up Skvnk lifestyle straight. Yeah, and you don't know it's that drifter from Spo's Motorwork, the big bad mechanic with the 1NZ ladder. Out.
Yeah, fams. So, trust me, I'm telling you this. I feel great that I actually took the time out to come and showcase this car. Because I'm going to tell you, the youth here, onto great things. Alright, lifestyle. So, we're leaving Alwyn's ends now. And we're heading into Mobay. Peeps, so I'm going to tell you, it's going to be like a 6 to 7 part series. It's going to be crazy because we're taking over West for this weekend, you see me? But you don't know everywhere we go. Bless up to the crew them, and the man them. You see me?
Yeah.
We're out in bro.
Yeah man, all Skvnk lifestyle or nada. I owe them.
Yeah, lifestyle, trust me, you know. Doing that interview a while ago was a very inspirational one. Big up to Alwyn for that again. Peeps, you know, if you want to donate or contribute towards this bill, I'm going to leave the information in the description below. You can also DM me or DM him. I'm going to leave his information here. He's a good youth, humble youth, and I'm going to tell you, so yo, always people like this become someone big in the future, you see me? So big up to Alwyn again. And fams, I'm actually on my way to the second guest for today. When I tell you so we're touring. We're trying to make it happen to bring content from my camera to you, to your TV screen at home. So I'm actually going to link up with a brethren of mine that has a dope FK8 Type-R. His name, I call him Dean Chinese, you see me? So I'm gonna link him here now and take a couple pulls, get an interview as usual, and you don't know how it go already. Just putting out content for y'all. As you can see, respect for the support. Let's go.
My cars, I always modify them.
Yeah.
I can't drive a stock car. It just feels slow to me.